Hello. Hi. I'm back. Finally. I know I promised some of you a video at the end of June and then the end of July, but the end of August / beginning of September works too, right? Right? I hope so, because that's when you're getting it. Hopefully. For those who don't know me, hi, I'm Matty, and I like to use some of my YouTube content to keep in touch with my family and friends who live all over the place. And I do write letters and call home when I can, but making videos is just a creative outlet for me to share what some would find boring in a fun way. In this video, there's going to be lots of quiet moments, maybe some voiceovers, lots of yapping, of course, just kind of where I've been for the last couple months, I suppose. I did break my phone camera and had to get an entirely new phone, so I managed to save what I could, but this is what I've got, and I hope you enjoy it. Before I get into this, I do want to apologize for any highway noise that may or may not be in the background of this video or any future videos. With that being said, first things first, life. We finally moved onto our property full-time, and it's been quite a treat. We get to watch different wildlife pass through and even like grow up here. So that's kind of cool to see that the beginnings of some generational families, wildlife families. We have watched a family of owls, not 100% sure what kind of owls, grow up here. And we also watched a family of eastern kingbirds, aka Tyrannus tyrannus is its scientific name because it's so cool it has to have its own name twice. Watched those two specific species grow up here. I'm sure there's been more, however, just from like outside our window, which you'll see in this video, we've watched those two species. We've had a few guests stay with us already, one of which being my nephew, and the other being my father-in-law. Started working on the fairy garden. It's where I'm at now. However, when I started working on it, there was quite a few bird nests around. I had a little friend kind of pop out of the grass while I was sitting back here the one day, and I just kind of vacated the area because I didn't want to disturb their nesting grounds or anything like that. Yeah, it's at a point now where I can sit back here and hang out and do some art back here. So you'll see some of that in this video. Plus a little bit of the assembly of the fairy garden because I put it off for so long. I got a new job. I can't and I won't say much about it, just that I pick up a lot of hours, as well as just recently, like quite recently, got a position instead of being a casual. So I'm super excited about that. I'm super grateful for the opportunity as well as the location. I got a long drive, but it's definitely worth it when the sun comes up and the view is just incredibly breathtaking. Not really looking forward to the winter driving. However, it's a skill that I'm just gonna have to get used to. Here are a few clips and a few things that I managed to kind of put together of living, working, and farm stuff. I'm out here in the forest. Just kidding, it's my yard. I'm in the fairy garden, and I told myself I was going to record some of me cleaning up the area and getting it prepared to chill and hang out in. But then I got right to work this morning and forgot. So I'm going to continue what I'm doing, but I'm going to record the rest of it and the decorating. So we got a thrifted couch. I wanted some sort of couch or like comfortable lounge seating for the fairy garden, and patio sets are expensive for whatever reason, because half the time they're like that woven wicker material. I wanted something different, something comfier also. So a 90s couch is what we got. And yeah, it's very, the pattern is very nostalgic. I don't know how else to explain that. When I sat on it and saw it for the first time, I thought it was a pull-out couch, and it's not, sadly. But it's long enough that if I want to take a cat nap in the sun, I can do that. Yeah, so we're gonna move that at some point today. As for my art, I've just been kind of, I don't know, slow poking my way through projects. I've been working on some bracelets, some greeting cards / birthday cards, which I need to get sent out. I made business cards, which if you've seen one or you have one, I took pictures of everywhere that I placed a business card when we were on vacation, and we were on like an 8-day vacation, and we went to lots of places, so they're all over the place. As for the content side of the arts, I had to take a step back from social media. It was helpful for myself and also my art. Trying to find / make something just to post all the time was really affecting my creativity, as well as finding the time to create can be kind of tough, especially with my job currently. But I have to remember that my day job is what is funding my creative future, and one day I will be at a point where both are working out in my favor. I'd really like to post my art and share some of my art, so I guess to compensate for the, oh, they're not gonna like it, I'm scared of what other people are gonna think feeling of posting my art, the next couple clips are going to be a few pages from my sketchbook, which is absolutely beat. I think it's exactly a year old by now. I didn't bring it out with me for this part, but the next couple clips are going to be a few of my favorite pages from my sketchbook. And now the fun part, traveling. We've been traveling all over the place, and some of my favorite places have been right here in our backyard. We went trail riding, we've seen countless waterfalls, we've done countless hikes throughout the summer, and just really making the most of our time. We went up the Icefield Parkway, which is something that I've never done personally. I can't say that now because I've done it. And we went to Jasper National Park, and we got to take an ice explorer up to Athabasca Glacier and walk around on a glacier, which is something that I've never done before. Can't say that now because I've done that now too. After going to the glacier, we camped in the area, and I have to say it's by far the best camp spot that we've possibly ever had. It was like this, I don't know if I put it in here, but it's like this tiered section, and when you wake up in the morning, the first thing you see is the glacier that we were just on. So as cold as it was, I was actually pretty comfortable, and normally I'm like really cold when we go camping, but sleeping next to a glacier, I guess, was nothing. After our camping and hiking excursions, we went to the lake, and I got on a boat. A much bigger boat than I'm used to, and don't ask me why it was anxiety inducing. It just, I don't know. It is. I don't like open water. I don't like the unknown. Freaks me out. Terrified of drowning. The more you know. Makes no sense because I grew up next to the St. Clair River and grew up on a fishing boat, and a very small fishing boat. I don't know. I don't know. After spending time at the lake visiting with family and friends, we took a slow burn back home. And on the way home, we stopped at the Enchanted Forest, which is something that I've wanted to do for the longest time. And it was exactly how I expected it would be. Fairy tales, nursery rhymes, just the sculptures and figurines throughout the forest. I think my favorite part of that entire little mini trip was the nature walk. It was about an hour, hour and a half walk through this kind of marshy, dammed area, as well as the brunt of the trail was in this absolutely stunning mature rainforest, and there's a little clip of that in here. After the Enchanted Forest, we had a little pit stop to visit yet another family member on the way home and slept overnight in the car. Then had a nice kind of relaxing drive home, and then I had to work the next day, which I don't normally do when I go on vacations. I normally give myself at least a day to just like chillax and relax at home. Without further ado, here is the traveling footage from the last couple months, and as you'll notice in some of the videos, there's like this weird glare in the top corner. That's because my phone camera was broken, so apologies. It's not the best quality, but it is what it is. Thanks again for watching. I'll see you again in another 5 to 6 months when I scrape together some more footage for the next video. If there's anything that you want to see, more videos like this perhaps, maybe solo art videos, solo homesteading videos, I don't know. I have a few ideas, but always helps knowing others' opinions as well. Go ahead and subscribe, like, comment, I don't know, tell me how you're feeling. You can find all of my links down below as well as any other information from this video. I look forward to seeing you in the next one.